o'clock, guys, and you know what time it is in the Sunny TV Clubhouse. It's time for the show that's on in the afternoon. All you cool kids, though, all the Sunnies out there, we know it as Afternoon Delight. That's right. We've got a Pop Culture Thunderdome quiz today. We're going to be talking about the Brat Pack. Very exciting time period. John Hughes, the little nod to him. Of course, then we got the Boat Drinks Meme It or Leave It today. Exciting on that end. We got an Addie's Reddit rundown report. Ooh-wee, was this guy an asshole? We're going to find out a little bit later. Of course, Mel sent over 3 news stories over the weekend. We're going to be the judge and the jury today. Is this news segment? And we're going to let her know. Are these stories really newsworthy? Or are they more of like an Aesop's Fable story? You know, like something like... Oh. And then we have Hey Girl Hey Horrible Horoscopes, a new batch this week. We've got Aries, Taurus, and Gemini on deck today. That means you and your mom are on deck.
And Tiffany.
And Tiffany. Very, very cool. All right, let's get into some Pop Culture Thunderdome Brat Pack edition. Give me some music.
You
forget about me.
The best movie genre ever.
Don't
Go.
you. All right, this first question number 1 is a multiple guess question. The term Brat Pack was originally coined in a 1985 magazine article. Which publication ran it? Was it Rolling Stone, New York Magazine, People, or Vanity Fair?
New York Magazine, B.
Okay. Next up, question 2. True or false? The journalist who coined Brat Pack was originally supposed to write a profile of Emilio Estevez.
True.
Oh, okay. Question 3, multiple choice. Which 2 films released in 1985 are considered the definite Brat Pack movies that cemented the group? Was it 16 Candles and Pretty in Pink? Was it The Breakfast Club and St. Elmo's Fire? Was it Weird Science and About Last Night? Or was it Class and Oxford Blues?
The Breakfast Club and St. Elmo's Fire, B.
Okay. Doing an excellent job. I am frantically trying to fix something at the same time. It's really hard to produce and do these shows at the same time. All right. What are we at? Question 5? No, question 4. Multiple choice. In St. Elmo's Fire, the bar the friends hang out is named after the film. But in real life, the movie's title refers to what phenomenon? Is it A, a famous New York nightclub? Is it B, an electrical weather phenomenon seen on ship's masts? Is it C, a Georgetown University landmark? Or D, a cocktail invented for the film?
B, an electrical weather phenomenon.
All right. Let's see. Next up, we have true or false. Molly Ringwald and Anthony Michael Hall both reportedly turned down the roles in St. Elmo's Fire.
I'm going to say true.
Okay. Question number 6, multiple guess. Which Brat Pack actor was not in The Breakfast Club? Was it Judd Nelson, Ali Sheedy, Rob Lowe, or Emilio Estevez?
C, Rob Lowe. I love him.
Question 7, multiple choice. The famous Brat Pack Vanity Fair style label caused the real career damage. Which actor said it essentially made it hard for him to be taken seriously and later became a documentary subject exploring its impact? Was it Andrew McCarthy? Was it Judd Nelson? Was it Emilio Estevez? Or was it Rob Lowe?
Ooh, I think it's either Judd Nelson or Emilio Estevez.
We do have Baby Thunderdome in case you need it.
Let's do Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mel can get an answer right. All right, Baby Thunderdome. Question number 1. What high school punishment brings the 5 teams together in The Breakfast Club?
Saturday school.
Correct. Good job. Circle gets a square. Mel saves the day. All right. Next up, question 8. True or false? John Hughes, the director most associated with the films, actually disliked the Brat Pack label and distanced his movies from it.
False.
Okay. Question 9, multiple guess. Before St. Elmo's Fire, Rob Lowe and Emilio Estevez appeared together in which earlier ensemble film, often called a Brat Pack precursor? Was it Taps, The Outsiders, Red Dawn, or all of the above?
I think it's The Outsiders.
Okay. And final question, question 10, multiple choice. In 2024, Andrew McCarthy released a documentary revisiting the group and reconnecting with its members. What is it called? Was it A, Brats? Was it B, Pack Mentality? Was it C, St. Elmo's Reunion? Or D, The Breakfast Club Revisited?
It's Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mel can get an answer right. Question 2. In The Breakfast Club, which snack does Ali Sheedy's character make into the sandwich with pixie sticks and cereal on it?
Wait, one more time.
Okay.
It's a sandwich.
Right, that's all you needed. That's all we
Oh.
needed. It's Captain Crunch, cereal, and pixie sticks.
Yeah.
Sandwich was the answer.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Let's move into this answer key. All right. Who coined the Brat Pack?
New York Magazine.
That is correct. The term appeared in a June 1985 New York Magazine cover story by writer David Bloom. It was a riff on Frank Sinatra's Rat Pack, and it stuck a whole generation of young stars, whether they liked it or not. Mostly not. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Pissed. People are pissed. All right. Question 2. What'd you say?
True.
Correct. Was it supposed to be Emilio Estevez's profile? No. Blum set out to profile Emilio Estevez, but after a wild night out with Estevez and Rob Lowe and Judd Nelson, he framed the whole piece around the group dynamic called the Brat Pack was born. One night out rebranded an entire era. Isn't that interesting? Next up, the definitive Brat Pack films. Which ones were they?
Breakfast Club and St. Elmo's Fire.
That is correct. Both hit 1985 and featured overlapping young cast. The New York Magazine article was tied closely to St. Elmo's Fire crowd, while The Breakfast Club gave the group its iconic ensemble image. Next up, what is St. Elmo's Fire?
An electrical weather phenomenon.
That is
seen on
correct.
ships.
It's a real weather event, a bluish electrical glow that appears around pointed objects like ships' masts during storms. Named for St. Erasmus, St. Elmo, patron saint of sailors. In the film, it's also the name of the bar. A little science hidden in your 80s nostalgia. I did
Fun.
not know that. That's very interesting. Next up, did Ringwald and Hall pass on St. Elmo's?
I said true.
That is correct. Both were closely tied to this John Hughes film, and reports have long held that they steered clear of St. Elmo's Fire, part of why the film's cast leans on Lowe, McCarthy, and Moore side of the pack rather than the Hughes regulars. Next up, who wasn't in The Breakfast Club?
Rob Lowe.
Correct. The Breakfast Club were 5. Judd Nelson, Ali Sheedy, Emilio Estevez, Molly Ringwald, and Anthony Michael Hall. Rob Lowe was not in it. He was over in St. Elmo's Fire and The Outsiders. Next up, I know you went Baby Thunderdome, but do you have a guess here?
I was tossed up between Judd Nelson and Emilio Estevez.
Both are wrong.
I mean, Andrew McCarthy.
Yes. Did you see this documentary?
No.
You need to. It's really, really good. Andrew McCarthy is actually the title in this, and he said that the label hurt his career. McCarthy has spoken out for 4 years. For 4 years, Brat Pack tag felt dismissive and dodged the actors professionally. He turned that reckoning into his 2024 documentary, which Mel needs to see.
Yes.
Next up, did Hughes dislike the label?
I said false.
It is actually true. John Hughes was a frequent collaborator, generally represented the Brat Pack branding, feeling it trivialized the work. Hughes largely distanced his more felt teen films from the party boy image the label implied. Next up, where did Lowe and Estevez appear earlier?
I said The Outsiders.
You are correct. Francis Ford Coppola's 1983 Outsiders is a legendary launching pad for Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, plus Tom Cruise, Patrick Swayze, and Ralph Macchio, and more. It's often cited as a Brat Pack and Beyond precursor. Bonus, Estevez and Cruise were also in both Taps, so half credit if you got that. I was supposed to give you half credit if you got that. Okay. And finally, McCarthy's 2024 documentary,
I said Baby Thunderdome.
Court of Law.
Breakfast Club Revisited.
No.
Say no. Pack Mentality.
No.
Bratz.
Yes. Andrew McCarthy directed Bratz, reuniting with classmates to unpack the label shaped their lives and careers. A full circle moment nearly 40 years later. How'd you do?
90.
90 is great. It's an A. To start the week off. That feels really good. Let's head over to Capybara Cafe. Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam. All right, Day might have screwed this one up, so everybody bear with me here on these boat drinks. Meme it or leave it. I may have messed up the order,
Here we
so
go.
let me try this first one. Me trying to fit in with watching sports. Wow, that guy really has the zoomies.
That's funny.
Next one, Ozempic got me off the couch and back and doing things that I love.
That's what they look like, too.
Seriously, be careful with that
They
crap
look
out there,
crazy.
guys. Next up, babe, did you get a good picture of me? Yeah, it's perfect, the picture.
That's like my husband.
When husbands take
That's my husband.
pictures.com. Next up, chef seemed to be obsessed with removing more and more of the original structures of foods,
Yeah.
like salmon mousse,
Ew.
basil foam, strawberry dust, Parmesan air. Where does it end? Venison deja vu?
This is hilarious.
A memory of broccoli? A vicious rumor about the carrots?
This is true. Leave the food alone,
yeah,
guys.
come on, Barry Honan. What are we doing out there? Good gracious.
Here we go.
All right, this next one. Wife, this is really your idea of an anniversary present? And then me on the other side with the walkie-talkie. You didn't say over.
Oh my
over.
God. That's like what my husband would do to me. True.
Next up, what if you went to E.T.'s planet and all of the other E.T.s were wearing clothes? That makes ours a little creepier,
That's
right?
hilarious. I love E.T.
Next up, I hope this one's the right one.
You don't want to eat cereal.
Yes, you either don't eat cereal for months
Yes.
or you eat 3 bowls in one night. There is no in between.
That is so true.
Isn't that true?
It's like, I want some cereal. Let's just have like 9 bowls.
Next up, whoever is making commercials, cheese commercials, you can save your
Yeah.
money. We're buying cheese, and we're never going to stop buying cheese.
No, stop with the cheese commercials.
We don't need them. We don't need them.
No.
Next up, a thread. 2 months ago, my wife sat down and said, "Don't be mad."
Oh, Lord.
I love her more than life, so that chilled me a little. She said, "I've done something, it's bad." She showed me her laptop. She's never meant for it to go this far. It was an audio recording of me snoring on Spotify with 40,000 listeners.
Yes! I love it. Last
This
one.
next one is for, this last one. Yes, I got it. This is a good one. When someone says it costs $0 to be kind, as if being mean costs money.
That's true. It
Right?
costs the same amount to be mean, too.
I didn't screw it up after all. Let's go to Boat Drinks.
Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks.
Oh, we're back.
Yes.
And now it's time for Addie's Reddit Rundown Report.
Let's unpack it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Today's subreddit is Am I the Asshole?
Oh, my favorite.
The TLDR is Am I the asshole for not defending my wife when my sister called her fat?
Oh. Oh, sounds like shots fired.
You didn't defend your wife. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. My sister, she's a 27-year-old female, and was visiting my wife, she's a 32-year-old female, and me the other day. An important thing to note about my sister is that she has a child, he's about 5, with her now ex-boyfriend, 27. When my sister found out she was pregnant, she told her then boyfriend that she was pregnant. He wanted to marry her in a shotgun wedding of sorts, but my sister said no. The only information she offered up was that there was no way that she would be compatible in the long term. So I don't think it's any of my business to probe or question her about it. Soonly after, my sister and her boyfriend broke up, but they established a really healthy co-parenting relationship and both now have 50-50 custody with stable, well-paying jobs and live close to each other.
Okay.
My wife strongly thinks that my sister should have gotten married and hates that my sister refers to her ex-boyfriend as baby daddy. I don't think that my sister really cares that she had a child out of wedlock, but every time my wife meets my sister, she brings up the fact that she should try to get back with her boyfriend and ask him to propose again and ask me why she does not marry him.
Not your business, lady.
Especially since my sister has been single for the past 5 years. It has gotten to the point that she has told me privately that she is fed up with this and asked me to speak to my wife about it, which I have. The other day, my sister visited my wife at our house. We were having a very normal conversation, and my sister was talking about her son entering kindergarten and all the ways that she was preparing him.
Awesome.
The convo seemed pretty mundane until my wife once again brought up that my sister should try to get married at the courthouse with her ex-boyfriend, and that the other parents would view her as immature and would think of her child as illegitimate if she didn't.
Oh my God, let it go.
Before I could even jump in and say anything to diffuse the situation, my sister was raging and said that my wife should worry about her fat self and losing 100 pounds before worrying about her child, and that a ring can't hide her triple chin, and to worry less about what's going on to the courthouse and more about going to the gym.
Well, when you push, and you're not going to like when somebody fights back after they said stop, enough.
My wife has always been on the bigger side, and I absolutely love and adore her, but it's one of those big insecurities that she has. She ended up sobbing while my sister grabbed her things and left. The whole argument took around 2 minutes, and I froze up, and I didn't really know what to do. After my sister left, my wife asked why I didn't say anything to defend her to my sister. I was honest, and I said that I thought that she was wrong for calling my sister immature and her child illegitimate. While I acknowledged it was wrong for my sister to make the comments she did, I don't think that they were completely unprovoked. My wife is now giving me the silent treatment, so am I the asshole? I'm saying yes, he is the asshole. For better or for worse, you still defend your spouse.
Yes, but think about it this way. He did talk to his wife and said, it's really upsetting my sister that you keep saying this, you need to stop.
That is true, yep.
And everybody has a breaking point, and the sister had enough. And when you called the kid illegitimate, that's where the sister was like, you know what? A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z.
So we got some notable comments here that'll help
50% asshole.
shape this story a little bit here. Your wife sounds awful. You're the asshole for letting her keep disrespecting your sister and her son for so long. And then somebody chimed in, yeah, I gotta agree. You let this go on for 5 years. I'm surprised your sister still hangs out with you at all. You should have shut her down eons ago, and it's not her damn place. Yeah, your sister probably should have not gone for the jugular with the fat shaming, but honestly, deserved. Sounds like your wife can dish it out, but can't take it. You're the asshole for not getting her back off earlier, though. Your sister probably feels like you never defend her, but you jump in to defend your wife, which in most situations is exactly how you want a relationship to go, but not when your wife is being a straight-up beast. Ooh,
I agree with him.
All right.
Whoever that person is.
That was Pretzel Mama. Who commented
Pretzel
that.
Mama.
Pretzel Mama. Jocelyn, 1973, says, tough one. On the one hand, your sister finally bit back good after years of attacks by your wife. On the other hand, happy wife, happy life. Is your wife reasonable in general? Like, if you talk to her and explain to her that what your sister said was below the belt.
No, she kept doing it, so the wife doesn't give a shit.
But on the other hand, so is 5 years of struggling, and that your sister should give up the happiness, because otherwise her sister-in-law might see her as her child as illegitimate. I think that was a deeper cut than the fat shaming. I actually do too. I think she really went below the belt by saying that.
Well, she's
projecting other people's image of her. Like, that's still
my whole thing is,
unsubstantiated.
after 5 years, this one kept doing it. And the husband said, hey, it's bothering my sister. Right then, it should have been shut your mouth. But at that point, if you don't and you keep on, it's open freaking field day, and you're gonna get your feelings hurt. And then you're crying for something you caused. Shut up and sit all the way down, girl.
Yeah, absolutely. This one says, former lurker, a stupid name, not the asshole. She effed around for 5 years and finally found out. Update.
Oh, yes.
Update. After 2 days from all this mess.
All
okay?
right. I need to hydrate for this.
Pretty much the consensus across the board is he is the asshole. And there is a level of asshole on Reddit called poo mode, which means you have to qualify to be able to comment on this. So this is asshole poo mode, okay? Reddit is very interesting. All right.
I'm gonna start using that.
I read all your comments, and it is clear that you think that I'm an asshole for not defending my sister, and I think I'm not an asshole for not defending my wife. I have called my sister and apologized. She was pretty gracious and accepted my apology. I told my sister that I think that she's a great mother and a saint for dealing with these comments for so long. I did not demand that she make an apology for my wife.
She doesn't owe her an apology.
For
Sorry.
those of you concerned that my nephew hears these remarks, I want to make it clear that when my wife has made these comments, she made them either when my sister's ex had custody or when my nephew was in another room, not to excuse the comments, but to address the concerned Redditors. That's actually a
All
really
right,
good thing
okay.
to clear up, because
All
that
right.
was one of my questions at the end. Okay.
Whatever.
As for my wife, she stopped giving me the silent treatment. She called her mom, my mother-in-law, after she told her the entire situation. Her mom really chewed her out.
Good.
She did apologize to my sister, not just for the most recent incident, but for all of the rest of them. My sister also apologized for the fat comments that she made. My wife and I had a discussion about why she was so fixated on my sister being an unmarried mother. Apparently, some of her more religious friends were judging her for having an unmarried sister-in-law, and she projected that insecurity onto my sister. She also admitted to being jealous of my sister, and she was able to have a child, which is a dream of ours. Due to my wife's weight, it is nearly impossible for us to conceive a child.
Then fix it.
So she expressed general envy for my sister when it came to things like looks, her job, her maturity. I made it clear that these comments about my sister's marital status should not be made in the future. While I personally think that my sister said was harsh and out of anger, I don't think it is unjustified. She snapped after years. Y'all made it clear that she would be extremely justified to go no contact, so I'm happy that she did not make that decision. I plan on going to marital counseling with my wife. I have reaffirmed that she is absolutely beautiful and that we will work through these insecurities together. I want to use this situation to create a stronger marriage and a better relationship with my sister. Note for my wife can't get pregnant easily without too much detail. She has PCOS and
Polycystic ovarian syndrome.
has a BMI significantly over 40. Wanted to get wife's consent before I shared the information about the PCOS.
Do something about the weight. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm happy she apologized. I'm happy they both did. I mean, that kind of diffused that situation, so it's not going to be like a family that's going to be broken up. But I definitely think that lesson learned here. I think the wife really learned her lesson.
How about stay in your lane?
Yeah, I definitely feel like she learned that.
I don't know why this. People have to attack other people for whatever reason, especially women. I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Her religious friends. That's a whole nother horse of a different.
Here's
color.
a notable comment from White Raven 4142.
These names.
Hey, that's great and all, but what does your wife's weight have to do with her ability to get pregnant? Unless she's incredibly morbidly obese, it should not be an issue.
Well,
And
with polycystic ovarian,
that's what he says here. Opie says she
Yeah.
has that PCOS as well, and combined with the weight, it's nearly impossible.
But then lose the weight. If that's a goal of yours, like figure it out.
Yeah.
There's things on the market you can take. Ugh.
Prestigious Ear 887 says, you handled this perfectly, and good for you both for getting counseling. May your future be happy and bright. And Opie says, thank you on that. So would you invite a family member over regularly knowing they always poke at a sensitive topic?
Nope.
How
Why
do
would
you deal with this?
Why would you open yourself up for that?
How would you deal with this?
I just wouldn't invite
You would
them
just,
over.
yeah, I mean,
I would have a conversation and say, listen, this is what you do. It bothers me. And if you can't figure it out, then you can't come around my family.
would like to put a flag on the play originally because the sister put the husband in charge of having that communication. She knows damn well the level of communication of her brother, and is it going to be projected in the way that the sister needed it? Was he good representation? To me, no. To me, he dropped the ball. To me, he did not paint the egregious amount of hurt that the sister was feeling. The sister, in my opinion, the sister should have gone directly to the wife and said, listen, bitch, I can't.
I think the wife is a complete a-hole.
Absolutely, but she's blind.
No, she's not blind.
She's got blinders on.
She did it on purpose, and everybody excuses her behavior. This is another situation of people letting people run rampant and do whatever they want, but then when they get their feelings hurt, it's poor my wife. Ugh.
Well, that's why I think the sister really should have handled this herself.
The sister was probably trying to keep the peace because
I'm
she
not
loves her
married
brother.
for a reason because I'm not afraid of confrontation. I am not. If something is bothering me, I'm going to say something right then and there about it.
The sister probably thought it would stop, or she was probably like, I just want to have a relationship with my brother.
For 5 years? What was taking so long? And it's not like they don't stop seeing each other.
The brother probably said, I will handle it. I'll have a talk with her. So the sister was like, okay. And then when he didn't, she opened up shop and she said, let me tell you about yourself real quick.
So
girl.
let's have this conversation.
And wait, it bothers me that all of a sudden now you're going to bring in the situation with the health and the weight loss. That does not give you a hall pass to be a complete D-bag.
So when the wife
this.
spent 5 years of pushing her sister around to just get married, when does giving your opinion cross the line of disrespect? This is a really good balance to know this.
When you carry it on and on like a broken effing record.
Don't give your opinion unless it's asked for.
How about that's not
the
something.
The sister never said to the wife,
business.
like, what is your opinion on the fact that I'm not married? She never even, that's none of her business.
And the fact that your Bible thumper friends were embarrassed.
That she felt like she was entitled to make this opinion, but she not only made it once, she made it multiple times during a 5-year window. This is why I think the sister should have carried the narrative better and really kind of communicated that out. Because I don't think the brother in this situation, the husband, I don't think he said, honey, can you just stop? And that's not going to be enough. She needed and
I feel like the only reason she finally, in the Reddit report, gave her permission for the husband to say, well, this is why she's overweight, is to save her face.
Right.
Be like, oh, I was only being mean because of this, and then jealous. Mm-hmm. I hate that. Like, no, you were a jerk.
Do you think that, because the sister did do the cruelest possible insult, do you think that it's understandable after 5 years? Or
Yes.
do two wrongs don't make a right here?
I think it's understandable because but you're going to say that what the sister said, the wife said to the sister about illegitimate child isn't just equally as bad?
I don't
think
go
it's
lower.
equally.
I don't in life. I would have just up and left and not said anything.
But some people are that way. They're going to get you where they know it hurts. We all know personalities like that. And it's like Cardi B said, if you take it low, I'm taking it straight to hell. And at some point, certain situations, you don't have an option. You can try to stay radio silent. You can excuse yourself. But at some point, people don't respond to that behavior. So sometimes you got to go Cardi B on them.
I understand. I mean, it's just two learned behaviors, and this is their product of their environment. The husband froze in the moment. Is freezing up forgivable, or does silence pick a side?
Silence picks a side.
I agree with you on that. Yeah, I think that
Where's
that's
your balls,
not forgivable.
bro?
Yeah, grow a set, homie. He defended his sister, but not his wife. Did he get that backwards or exactly
not in
right?
this situation, he should have defended his sister because the wife started this shit.
Yeah.
So guess what? All the sister did was end it.
Yeah.
I'm on the sister side.
But how would you have dealt with this if you were the husband?
I would have told my wife, I would have been very forceful about that's not cool, you have to stop. I would have probably said a lot of other colorful words. And if it didn't, the first instance after we had the conversation, if it didn't stop, then I'd be like, all right, listen here. We had the conversation, you're still doing it, so either you're stupid or you're going to do what you want. And if that's the case, I want no part of this.
Right.
I'm not
so you would have been like, I want no part of this. Okay.
I'm not going to side with someone who's completely ridiculous, hurtful, and they keep doing something after they're told repeatedly. Like, no. I'm not siding with you.
So in the end, obviously the wife dealt a lot of her excuses, of why she did the things that she did. Does knowing the why change how you judge her?
Nope, does not make it okay because she only pulled out the why
when she needed
after this situation exploded
she needed
and
a reason.
Got told about herself.
Well, she needed a reason.
An excuse.
So then, okay, let's say that you were the wife in this situation and somebody had said that to you. Would that just be a wake-up call for you, or would you be like, no, she disrespected me in the house? Like, what? How would you be if you were the wife in the situation?
Well, I would expect somebody to come for me if I kept saying bad things over and over.
Yeah.
You can only push people so far.
You can always read the room. Like, you can always tell, like, when somebody doesn't want to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, read the room.
But I am so sick of people, when they're busted in something or they're being told about themselves, that's the only time they pull out, well, I have a medical issue. I don't feel sympathy for her.
All right,
I
my
don't.
last question is: both women ended up apologizing,
That's great for them.
and the couple is headed to counseling.
Yeah.
Is that the mark of a story that ended right? I don't
don't
think
know.
it's done yet.
I don't think that wife is going to change. I'm going
Yeah.
to tell you this. You can do all the therapy you want. What is it? Leopard doesn't change its spots. A zebra doesn't change its stripe. I think
Pickle doesn't fall far from the patch.
Correct. I think the wife is just a complete a-hole and she's rude.
Yeah.
That's what I think, and you're not changing my mind.
And I don't think there's going to be much change for the wife. I don't know how much
No, I don't
counseling is
think-
really going to do for her.
The counseling's
I
gonna
think
do nothing for this person.
I think she's set in her ways.
They're wasting their
I
money.
think that it's also, I keep saying, product of her environment. It's all of her friends are the kind of the judgy ones, and she's going to fold right back into that
You're gonna
and still
waste
do
your
the
money
same
on
thing.
therapy.
I think so. I
And
agree
you
with
know
you.
what's going to happen? The sister's going to end up dragging her by the hair through the parking lot.
The only way that's going to change is if the wife changes her like friend group, if she changes her belief system. You know what I mean? She's got to change. I'm not saying change her faith, so don't come at me for that. I'm saying just change the way that she communicates with people and stop being so high and mighty. I mean, that's where that really kind of got me. Good gracious. Let's go to Panache.
I can't.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo.
Oh my gosh.
I like that, Red
Yeah, that
Report.
came from Jenny Craig. All right, next up is this news. We got 3 news stories in front of us. We have this first one, the elephant who finally retired. Aww. All right, here's the story. Way over in Portugal, there's an elephant named Julie.
Oh.
And Julie had quite a life. She was captured as a baby in Africa back in the late 1980s, brought to Portugal, and spent the next 40 years performing in the circus. 40 years. But now, get this, she's officially retired. Julie has moved to a brand new place called Pangaea Elephant Sanctuary, 1,000 acres of open land where she just gets to be an elephant, roll in the mud, splash in the watering hole, and do absolutely nothing for the rest of her days. She's a bit of a record holder because Julie was the very last circus elephant in all of Portugal. So here's the whole story, Mel. An elephant clocked out of work and moved to the country. I'm so happy for her. I truly am. But I'm going to need you to explain why this is on the news desk.
All right, so Julie is the last circus elephant in the entire country. Portugal passed a law banning wild animal performances, and when that, circuses closed its curtain.
Huh.
This sweet girl had nowhere in the world to go, so it isn't just one elephant taking a nap, it's history turning a page. Second, she had nowhere to go.
Yeah, where's she going to go?
But people built her a home. They spent 18 months getting this 1,000-acre sanctuary ready so Julie could have a soft place to land. And here's the part that got my heart. A little English primary school adopted her.
Aww.
A bunch of school children pulled together 100 pounds to sponsor the elephant they'll probably never ever get to meet.
Oh, I love this.
And third, she's not going to be lonely. Later this year, another wild-caught elephant named Caraba, a lady in her 40s, same as Julie, is coming from a zoo in Belgium where she's been living all alone. So now they have buddies that they can live together with.
Aww.
So that is news.
I have a question. I think that's pretty big that Portugal or Spain and Portugal, they bans
Yep.
the animal performances.
It's happening a lot in different
Yeah,
countries.
I find that really, really fascinating. I definitely think that's newsworthy. I love hearing a good story about
News.
elephants being safe in the
And
wild.
animals.
And those 2 old ladies are going to have so much fun together. I think that'll be great.
I think it's always news with animals.
All right, this next one, the 11-year-old CEO. All right, we're going to Canada. There is an 11-year-old boy named Ashton, and when his school let out for summer, most kids hit the couch, right? Well, not Ashton. This young man decided he wanted some extra pocket money, so he started knocking on his neighbors' doors, offering to clean their garbage cans for $10 a pop. His dad had a smart idea too. There were some older folks on the street, so Ashton also offered up to haul their bins from the garbage chute to the curb, since nobody wants to do that first thing in the morning. And here's the kicker. The kid filmed the whole thing. Every knock, every yes, every no was posted right to TikTok and Instagram. So there's the story, Mel. The kid is cleaning trash cans and posting about it. Why is this news?
So this is news because in the day and world we live in today, there's a strong lack of work ethic. So this is work ethic with a backpack on. In the summer where they're saying it's the toughest job market for teenagers since 1948.
That is true.
This 11-year-old didn't wait around and complain. He made his own job out of thin air in a bucket. That's not a kid cleaning cans. That's an entrepreneur. So he's showing the whole thing, the good, bad, and the indifferent. His videos show him getting new customers, but they also showing him getting rejected, hearing no over and over, and knocking on the next door anyways, teaching resilience.
Okay.
Do you know how many grown adults can't even handle that?
That's true.
Lots and lots. So it went viral.
I'd totally hire him.
One of his videos got 2.7 million views, and he's got over 100,000 followers cheering him on. And he's not stopping at summer. This little tycoon already says he's expanding into lawn care and snow shoveling for the winter. He's got a 5-year plan, and he can't even drive yet, you guys. So it's about hard work and resilience, two things that strongly lack in this day and age.
And trust also. So he's gotten a clientele base
he's only
now
11.
that he's grown
Yep.
because doing the trash cans was a good start. And then now I like the story how it evolves, that he's going to be doing other
thinking more.
things and he has a plan. I definitely think that it's newsworthy. It was a hard one for me to pass through, but I really think it's important.
I really hope that his dad gets him like a snow blower so he's not shoveling.
True.
all
Yeah.
those
I
driveways.
think there's a lot of advancements
Maybe
here.
he could help Susan in the winter.
I think that he could. Yeah, he could. I think he's pocketing the money that he's making right now in the trash cans and then saving up for that snowblower.
Yeah.
I think investing in his little company, I think that's really
I
important.
think this is totally news.
Teaching kids some really good work ethic, I think that's really important too. So yeah, I like that. I like the innovation there. All right. This next one, we have 105 and still riding. All right. Out in Findlay, Ohio,
Ew.
there's a woman named Eunice Minyard who just turned 105 years old. Now, a lot of folks might celebrate a birthday like that with cake and a quiet card, but Eunice's family had something a little louder in mind. She had no idea what was waiting outside her assisted living home was a whole line of Harley-Davidson motorcycles. About 10 riders, a full procession, and a police escort leading the way to take a 105-year-old birthday girl for a ride through town. And here's the thing, Sonnies. This wasn't her first rodeo. Her family says Eunice has always loved cars, motorcycles, and staying busy. So that's the story, Mel. A very sweet lady and a very fun birthday. I love it for her, but I got to ask, how is this news?
So this is news. 105 years old, and she has lived quite the life.
Yeah, good.
And on the day she turned 105, she climbed onto a Harley. Her own great-granddaughter called her such a baddie.
Yeah.
So I think what the community did for her shows the bigger story here. 10 strangers on motorcycles, a police escort, a whole town coming out, all to make somebody elderly feel better. So nobody had to do that. They chose to. In a world that often forgets about our senior community, this town wrapped its arms around a 105-year-old and gave her the ride that she loved. And third, it's a reminder for everybody watching, it doesn't matter if you're 5 or 105, you're never too old for joy, never too old for an adventure, and never too old to feel the wind in your hair. I'm telling you, this is news. Because and I say it all the time, our elderly community is often overlooked, ignored. They're losing their health care. It's just, and the fact this community wanted to do something for this woman and honor 105 and honor her, I think that's the bigger story here.
Yeah, I think that's a real charitable effort, especially the community rallying like that and seeing that and showing seniors that they are seen and they are loved. I think that is definitely newsworthy. I'm going to pass it 3 for 3.
3 for 3. Go me.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Let's celebrate with a little bit of wine at Bin 39.
Bin 39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You gotta check them out. Bin 39.
All right, Sonnies, we have an exclusive at the end of the show for our hot mic moment. We have a news debut song called Share the Shine that we'll get to right after Hey Girl, Hey. Horrible horoscopes. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini are on deck. Aries!
Oh, jeez.
This week, you will start a group project by declaring yourself the vision guy. You will delegate every actual task, contribute nothing, and then try to give a motivational speech at the end. Someone will film it. It will not go the way you think. By Thursday, you will confidently give a stranger directions to a place that does not exist, and they will drive 40 minutes before realizing you invented an entire town. Mars says lead from the front. Mars did not specifically say front of what? I would just bring a helmet.
Yes.
Taurus!
Tipper.
This week, your comfort will betray you, babe. You will finally use the good candle and the expensive one that you've been saving for 2 years for no occasion. And it will smell inexplicably like a wet dog wearing perfume. You will refuse to admit this and burn it anyway out of principle. Then you will fall asleep on the couch mid-snack and wake up to wearing your own dinner. Venus wants you to treat yourself. Venus is now
Treat
watching
yourself.
you pick a chip out of your own hair with a genuine concern. That's a keeper, though. You should eat it.
Yeah.
Gemini.
I don't know. Who's the Geminis?
Sylvia Brown's sisters.
Oh, okay.
This week, you will tell 3 different people 3 completely different versions of the same story. Forget which lie you told to whom, and then get caught when all 3 of them end up at the same brunch. You will attempt to explain. You will make it so much more worse. By Saturday, you'll end up confidently walking into a room, forgetting entirely why you entered it, and just live there now, I guess. Mercury says communicate. Mercury did not say all of it to everyone at once. Pick a story, girl. Any story.
I love it. It's hilarious.
Well, Sonnies, that's a wrap on this Maggie May Monday. We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived.
we'll be rolling back in at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You excited for tomorrow's show?
Yeah, I'm always excited.
All right, Sonnies, hit that share button and let's get into our song.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Yo, that's the show. But before you go, hit the share, let the whole town know.
We got good vibes. We got good sun. Sun for days. Sprinkle that sunny in 100 ways.
Tap it, send it, text your crew.
Tell your mom.